Yeah, it needs more creamer. 25 years of Xbox. Fallout news. We also got something that Xbox announced yesterday, man. We got a lot of things to talk about. Let's do it.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us coming and eat up scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's trading through the word skin. All recent gaming go, breaks and eight top mean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Sorry I'm late, chat. Busy morning. One busy morning. Busy morning. But hey, we're here. We're live. And good morning, everybody. Also, tuning in even the crazy one, which you good fun awesome Thursday. Man, today we have the Game Awards. Anything you guys want to say about the Game Awards? Any predictions? Anything you guys are excited for about the Game Awards? Because I know some people are not that excited. I'm not that excited though. Yeah, I'm not really that excited about it because hell, I just care about the video game trailers. But yeah, Eh, remember guys, tonight Xbox International Podcast is going to do, and it's going to be, and it's also going to do. I mean, going to be live with this thing. Yeah, it's going to be silent, dark, sour blow, and plume. Yes, let's go. What's up, Michael Lax? Good morning to you, sir. Jacob Noah says, hi, Louis. I don't want Netflix or Paramount to buy WB, and one of the reasons is that there's only four big movie companies left. If anyone get WB, I don't count smaller companies because their market share is small. Jacob, the thing is, how is WB doing? And to be honest, though, they're not doing that well. Oh my God, my camera froze on me. Shit, this camera. Okay, hey, let me go fix it real quick. Chat, give me 1 second, Darcy. All right, we're here now. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Man, did it get quiet for a moment there? Because man, I don't know why it keeps on doing this. Like all the freaking time, this thing is really irritating me. I tell it, the microphone is here. This is where the mic is. You see this? This is the microphone, Eve Mux. This is where the mic is, not the freaking camera. Stop switching the microphone to the freaking camera. Mm. Ugh, my God, it's so irritating. It does that switch all the time. Were you guys hearing what I just read? I was talking about WB. Did you guys listen to that or no? I have to go back to it because, God damn, that really irritated me right there. Uh, so let me see now. Good morning, Farq. And Farq, listen, you said something about bald headed Lou. I got to tell you something, man. When I saw that picture, I was a bit sad though. I was like, damn, I look like a big old Santa Claus. Oh no. Jacob Beats. Weird you just said that. Pickles, what's up? How you doing, man? Oh man, Tony, what up, Louie? How you doing, oh man, Tony? Good morning to you, sir. Are you ready for tonight? Yes, we are all ready for tonight. XBI is ready for tonight. They're going to do a show live tonight with this, and I don't know if I'm going to be here yet. I do not know. I got a busy thing going on. Yeah, because it's the Mrs. birthday. So, today's her birthday. So we don't know. I still do not know yet what are we doing. So it all depends on what she tells me that what she wants to do. So yeah, that's how it is, chat. That's how it is. I mean, I don't know yet, so we're here. Louis, I'm excited to see what PlayStation and Xbox will be coming to my PS5 Pro at the Game Awards today. Nice. I mean, I hope you have fun with the PS5 Pro. That's the thing I don't understand. Why do you guys always have to flaunt you guys have a pro or something? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, if you want me to flaunt, I'll flaunt in front of you. I mean, I got a BMW 850 down there that that works way better than PS5 Pro, and it runs better than PS5 Pro. I mean, if you guys want to flaunt, I'll flaunt. Jeff Keighley charging 1 million for a trailer is such a scam. Well, you bait. Let me tell you something. That's what happens when you go out there alone. That's what happens when you're alone. Louis, bro, these game events, console, or game launches always fall on my family's birthdays. I feel you. Yeah, I don't understand why do they always do that. Like, for example, last year it was on the 12th, and I could do it on the 12th. And the year before it was I think it was like 2022. I think it was on the 8th. And so it's like all the time it lands on something. Jacob, I don't know why you want to get into that conversation, bro. That's kind of a weird one right there, but okay. Let's all flaunt. I paid 40K cash for my car last year, brand new, off the lot. I laugh out loud. I don't get it. Why do their egos get to them? Like, yeah, I got a PS5 Pro. You ain't got shit. Man, I could buy a 10 PS5 Pros. I just don't want that shit. That's the whole problem. The thing is, I don't want that shit. That's the part they need to understand. I just don't want it. Why am I going to pay? Listen, let me explain this. Why am I going to pay extra for a console that I already have one, basically, a PS5, right? That I actually don't use as much. Now, if I was using it a lot, and if I was, playing a lot of games on it, which I don't, then I would probably consider buying a Pro. But, and again, for what? When you're jealous, only got a Pro, you have to be really bad with money. Xbox better than PC? PC is always better. At least that's what they say out there. But you know what I say is better is the one you have right here, right now in front of you. The one you pay for, that's the one that's better for you. Screw that. I know people want to flaunt their 4080s, 5090s, or 6060s, or whatever that shit they have. I don't know they want to flaunt, they want to show off with that shit. But at the end of the day, so it does the same shit as my $500 box. Man, Exxon, Exxon, I got a question. Why are you so mad though? I don't get it. We're talking about the PS5 Pro. I don't know why Xbox. Oh, Lord. I don't get why he's so mad though. He comes in here all mad. I don't get it. Why is he so mad? But anyways, chat, we got a couple things we got to talk about today. Like I said, we got the 25th anniversary, and we also have Fallout news, which is good. Let's get into the Fallout news first, and then we're gonna move on forward to. Let me put this right here so you can see it. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. All right. Close this, close this. That's why, that way we don't have things in the middle of the way. Close this. Okay. Boom, 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 and we're set. All right. So here we go. This article comes from IGN. I know. Chat don't like IGN, but that was like pretty much one of the only ones that had something to do with it. But yeah. Okay. 1 second again. Uh-oh. Man, I have all my windows all over the place. Let me get organized real quick. PC dudes bragging that they paid 4K to get extra frames in the exact same game that you're playing. Exactly. That's the whole point. I don't understand why they brag. I mean, you can listen. You can tell us that it's better. You can explain that to us. I'm happy that you guys can explain it to us. But you go out there and try to brag like you have all the power in the world and everything. But power for what? For the extra frames and extra detail. I mean, that's not power. It's just you paid extra to see something nice. That's it. And with that kind of money, I would pay for a trip. Safo says the Pro is high. It just has its shortcomings, but a base PS5 game should never be better than the Pro version. Mm. Apparently, you having a Pro is a FPRD. What's FPRD mean? I don't get it, but okay. All right, so let's read this news. Says here, but that's what you Todd Howard says. Fallout is the franchise that we're doing the most in right now. Coin potentially returning to New Vegas or Fallout 3 remastered while fans wait for Fallout 5. So remember what happened, a couple days ago. Jason Ronald came out, he started to talk. Some exciting news about Xbox. And yeah, I mean, this is part of it. This is some good news that we're hearing from Fallout. We probably might get a shadow drop from a remaster. It could be New Vegas. It could be Fallout 3. I mean, shit, this is actually cool stuff. Or maybe it could be both of them. Yeah, I mean, exciting news right there. And let's read this. The Elder Scrolls 6 may be the next big brand new video game announced by Bethesda to be in works. But Fallout is the franchise the studio is doing the most in right now. Of course, they had to do the most in right now because they got a TV show, super popular TV show, which especially uh, especially that what's it called? Hmm, like I was saying though, especially. Okay, I lost my train of thought there again because I saw that Jacob never hit his ex Zelda gamers. Like, oh Lord, I actually got me lost in the train of thought right there. But especially since season 2 is right about around the corner. When is it coming out? Is it this week or next week? I know season 2 of Fallout, the TV series, coming out this week or next week. Yeah. You couldn't get into the Fallout show? It's okay, man. I mean, listen, not everything is for everyone. I always say that. It's normal. It all happens to us. There's some shows you don't get into. There's some people that do like some stuff. Yeah, I get it. It's okay. So, like I said, Fallout Season 2 is set to hit Prime Video this month, and while Bethesda has new Fallout New Vegas bundle, there's no word yet on a Fallout or Fallout New Vegas 2 to capitalize on the surge of the franchise of interest in the franchise. Why? But Fallout New Vegas is supposed to be worked by Obsidian, though. That has nothing to do with Bethesda, I think. But okay. There are no mention made during the recent Fallout Day broadcast of Fallout New Vegas Remastered, which some, including Danny Trejo, had called on Bethesda to develop. Wow. Indeed, there are no new Fallout games announced at all. Find out everything announced during the Fallout Day broadcast here. But there are all sorts of rumors floating around about potential Fallout remakes now that Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion is out the door. Fallout 3 Remastered was leaked back in 2023, but those plans may have changed. And we know Bethesda wants to eventually get to Fallout 5, albeit after Elder Scrolls 6. Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. I mean, it's gonna be a while, guys. I think the next Fallout 5 is gonna be like Grand Theft Auto 6. It's gonna take a long ass time. The last we heard of Fallout 5, by the way, was back in June 2024 when Todd Howard said he wasn't interested in rushing it out the door. Fast forward a year and a half, and IGN had the chance to quiz Todd Howard on all things Fallout alongside Kevin Beatty, head of product for Samsung Gaming Interactive Experience and Emerging Tech. Bethesda and Xbox recently announced a partnership with Amazon and Samsung to stream for season one on free on Amazon TV Plus ahead of season two. In the interview, Howard remained coy when asked directly about a number of unannounced projects, but did offer a tantalizing tease that should get Fallout fans excited. We started by asking Howard if the explosive success of the Fallout TV show had caused Bethesda to alter its plans for new Fallout games, either creatively or timeline wise. Howard denied that, saying Bethesda had a plan for the Fallout games if it wanted to make. No, it hasn't, he replied. We had a plan for the games we were going to make. The TV show was part, obviously, of our Fallout plan as far as a franchise. In a lot of ways, I view it as an entry, as a game entry. Games are one lens into the world, the TV show is another into the world. The one thing it has led to do is people are coming back to the games that are already available. So you're seeing record numbers again in Fallout 4 from the first season, again in this season. Fallout 76 obviously is a game that we continue to update for the last 7 years. So that's probably the one reason, that's probably one where we really see engaged audiences. So the one thing it's made us do is lean into that. And we know that we have an audience there in that game in particular. And the Burning Springs update that came out and having Walter Goggins in the game is the goal. Just there's some really, really good opportunities there. Hmm. The question is, chat, do you guys I think should we next year have a remake or something? Because I'll be honest with you, I think they're cooking up something. They're cooking up something nice for everyone, and something is about to come that's going to be real nice for us. It is. It's going to be like a good thing, like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, because nobody predicted that one. But we had a tease, that they showed us. Not a tease, but something leaked about. Please, no more Walter Goggins. Well, like I said, though, we actually, saw a leak of Fallout 3, be remade or something. So, you know what? This could be happening. You'll probably get a Fallout 3. And especially now since they're heading to New Vegas, right? In the TV show, I really do think something's going to be Shadow Drop. Will it be this year? Will it be next year? I don't know. Because listen, we are right now into Xbox's 25th anniversary. Why do I say we're right now? Because, hey, it started when? November? That's when it all started, didn't it? ah. So, when we asked Howard of Bethesda being owned by Microsoft had made it likely that the company might partner with, for example, City developer of the new original Fallout New Vegas or Wasteland developer in Exile, both of which are Xbox studios on a new Fallout New Vegas game while fans wait for Fallout 5. Again, Howard was cool in his response. We had a long-term plan for Fallout, and so I wish I could talk about all of those today, he said. I'll just say this. It's the franchise that we're doing the most in right now. Wow. That cryptic tease will be the end. At the end, will be of interest to the Elder Scrolls fans, patiently waiting for the Elder Scrolls 6 to come out. While that game is clearly of a big focus internally at Bethesda, it's interesting to learn that there's a lot more going on for Fallout. So, Jake says, my prediction is Xbox 25th anniversary trailer at VGA and no IP being announced. You really think that's going to happen over there? So Ubay says PS5 and PS5 Pro dudes are the big end of gaming, always telling that they have a Pro or PC 100% completely unprompted. That's the thing, though. I don't get it. I don't get why they have to go ahead and talk about that stuff. But okay, let them. If they want to be proud about, I mean, seriously, they talk about a $700 box versus a $4,000 PC. That's interesting. And finally, on this topic, we've asked Howard if the success of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster, which has seen over 4 million players since the Shadow drop earlier this year, was a repeatable trick for Fallout 3 Remaster. Howard once again kept his cards close to his chest and reiterated a point, and he's been making a lot of interviews lately. I will just say that Oblivion Remaster, we're really, really pleased on how well it did. It was a very long project, too. Of course, it was really long. I mean, shit. It's a game that was from the 360 days, and pretty much when you look at it, and I'm even confused by it by saying if it's a remaster remake because for me it does look more that like a remake than a remaster. So yeah. Um, so he says really pleased on how well it did. It was a very long project too, and not just in how it was received, the ability of shadow drop it, and the response to doing that. He said, I like to do that with games as much as possible. I love the moment that you find out about a game. Howard continued, and I like to think about when somebody presses play, what is in their heads? What do they think? What is their expectations? What is their excitement level? And what do they think about the thing they're about to play? And so I like to back up from that moment and how we talk about it. And sometimes there are big gaps. Big gaps indeed. The last mainline Fallout game was Fallout 4, which was released in 2015. So shit, I think it's gonna be 2035. Damn, it's gonna be 20 years before we get a Fallout 5. Damn, probably so. Getting close to that though. DLC content for the entry was steadily released for PC and console over the next year, and in 2018, Bethesda launched its multiplayer-centered offshoot, Fallout 76. While fans flocked to the West Virginia set open world RPG overtime, and after a rocky launch, it wasn't until the premiere of Prime Video's Fallout TV show that the Bethesda series leveled up in terms of attention. Mm. Hey, Key Web! Good morning, Key Web. How you doing, my brother? How you doing? We're right now discussing the Fallout. Some exciting news because right now we're in the Xbox 25th anniversary moment, right? I mean, they're talking about it. It's going to be pretty exciting. We have predictions, and everything. And since Fallout got brought up into the conversation yesterday, and thank you for that, Jake Noah, for sending me that news. We had a nice new controller, been shown from Fallout. Looks pretty sweet, but also there was talks about the game. So now we're talking a little bit, about what Todd Howard said. Could we actually have a shadow drop of Fallout next year? Because look, right now when we look at 2024, I mean not 24, we're in 25. What the hell am I looking at 2024? We're 25, sorry. Right now when we look at 25, right? The year 2025, we have seen what great of a year Xbox has had publishing games. I mean, they were left and right, left, up, down, backwards, everything. I mean, they were just sending games out there, literally just sending games out there, everything. And one sweet game that came out, Shadow Drop, I don't know, was the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I mean, the remaster, sorry, not the remake, but I call it remake. You know what? For me, it's a remake. Damn it, I'm calling it the Elder Scrolls 4 remake. Shit, I'm just gonna call it that. So yeah, it came out Shadow Drop, and it was beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, that was a beautiful game that was released. A lot of people went in, bought it, enjoyed it, and all that stuff. I mean, they really had fun. And now with this TV show's popularity, though, right? One of the good things they did during the TV show was that they upgraded silently, Fallout 4 for this generation. And look how crazy mad it sold. That thing went nuts. So can you guys imagine that in this December, right, this Christmas, especially with the cold weather and everything that's happening, Microsoft goes ahead and says this. Oh, the TV show is out? Okay. Here's Fallout New Vegas remake or remaster. Holy, I mean, it's just going to break the internet right there that day. It's going to break the internet because a lot of people are going to go in, buy it, and fucking play it and enjoy it. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. PS5 Pro doubles as of $800 Roach Terrarium. It's a really expensive ant farm or sea monkey kit. Oh man, oh man. In 40 years, we're getting Starfield too. Oh Lord. No. Not in 40 years, Rachie. I mean, in 40 years, I'm 40, Toby 80. I'll probably be like, I'll probably be having my thick ass pisser glasses on because I will probably need them permanently. And be like, what am I seeing here? Oh, I see that spaceship. And when I fly, the spaceship is going to be slow and I'm going to be killed by the bad guys by the time I'm 80 years old. No, 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 no. Woo, Snooky Jackson, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, Crazy Louie and Gaming Family. What's up? Xbox released more games this year than the PlayStation did for the. Yep. Okay, enough joking. I think we see Fallout game at 2026 Summer Showcase. You really think so? I think we will not see. I mean, look, for Fallout 5, guys, for Fallout 5. they could probably throw a teaser out there, like a teaser like they did with Blade, something like that. They could probably throw something out there like that. That's it. But game trader wise, no, I don't think so. Now, what we could get though is a Fallout New Vegas because the TV show is getting to New Vegas, so you'll probably get a New Vegas remake with Fallout 3. I mean, they could just shadow drop that sucker anytime. Surprise, surprise, it's here. Like they did with Fallout. Wasn't Fallout 4 kind of like shadow drop or something? I don't remember. Was it? Or they just enhanced it like quietly or something like that. And they announced it pretty much after the TV show came out. It was a bang. I mean, damn, that game sold like crazy. So imagine they released that New Vegas with a Fallout 3 remake. I mean, remaster. Sorry. They released that remaster out there, and man, I'm telling you, people are going to go nuts. It's a quicker project than making a Fallout 5 as of right now. Yeah, because people are like, you should make a Fallout 5 right now. They still not delivered Elder Scrolls 6. What are you guys talking about? And man, when you look at it, how old is Elder Scrolls? Is that as old as GTA 6? I bet you it is. Yeah, Todd Howard said he may retire before Fallout 5, and the Elder Scrolls 6 might be his last game. Yeah. It could be his last game because, I mean, how old is Todd, though? I mean, Todd has been. Ooh. Todd Howard. Let's go check how old Todd Howard is. I don't know why I typed Todd Howard's, but okay. Todd Howard. He is 54, 55. So, yeah, you're probably right. He should be retired. I think he's got an extra 15. I think Todd Howard will probably design games until he's 70, probably so, or 65 years old. I don't know. But in the 60s, once they reach 60s, it's always a good time for them to retire and just say, okay, I'm done. Have a good day. I'm done. Well, yeah, that's how it is. I did read Jacob. Game is going to be different in 40 years. Yes, sir. Howard said he may retire. Okay. I really don't care about Fallout. You don't care about Fallout? Why so serious? I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's actually a really good game. And for people who love those type of games, I mean, it's a blast. And people who love to go into that scenario, doomsday scenario and everything, it's actually pretty good. The dialogues are great. The stories behind it are great. The side missions are fantastic. Because that's the thing about Bethesda, though. They really know how to make these games to be really enjoyable. Like for you running around doing stuff in the game. Look at Starfield. I mean, when I sit there and I play Starfield, I'm like, man, these side missions are way better than the main mission. But man, they're so good, it's insane. Really hope Fallout 5 is in Chicago. Really don't know much about what is going on in the Midwest. Canonically, all games have been on the coast. You're right, though. Should be in the middle. It could be, that right there in the middle could be all out warfare in there and all out chaos, though. But it'd be nice to see that, though. Ah. At least if it's in Chicago, they don't need to modify the world to make it look dystopian. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Why is it always in the coast though? I mean, they should move it up forward. You can't even swim in the ocean though, so why should do it in the coast? Just make it in the middle of the states though, where pretty much probably all chaos or all hell is broke loose, in there. Yeah. Mm. So chat, moving on up. Let's talk about the exciting news that has happened this couple of days ago about Jason Ronald going out there and saying that 25th anniversary is going to be one hell of a year. I mean, 26, sorry. 26, 25th anniversary of Xbox is going to be crazy. And, okay, I got it confused there. Bring it on back, Lou. So, the 25th anniversary of Xbox is going to be insane. And for 2026, there's going to be really big things. That's what they said. So, the thing is, right now, I know, people might read this and say, well, Phil has always said they're going to have a big year next year, or this guy always said they're going to have a big year next year, or this and this and that. I know they're going to say this, but here's the thing, though. Hasn't Xbox been delivering? Yes. Can we trust the word now? Yes. So, yeah. Did I freeze now? No, I did not freeze. I'm still moving. Jacob, you need to quit watching RoboCop. Freeze, you are under arrest. Stop watching Robocop. Yesterday, I traded my own by PS5 when I stopped at a local casino and hit the 490 bonus on 10 bet first. And then took my old model PS5 to my local game store, traded for 250 cash, and got a new Fortnite for 450. Nice, nice. Good thing, though. Good thing. So, 25th anniversary of Xbox. Let's get into it, baby. Because man, I'm excited. I'm excited for next year. I'm excited for next year. Could we see the new console be announced? Could we see? Could we see more and more and more games? Yeah, on the game side of things, I know we can. I know there's gonna be tons of game dropping next year on Xbox, even though we have the main titles. But I know deep inside they're gonna have some nice surprises for us. Let's get into it, chat. And here we go. Xbox architect Jason Ronald teases big things for 2026. We want to celebrate the great legacy of Xbox next year. A new BBC video showcases the Xbox LX handheld and includes a short interview with Jason Ronald, who hints the 25th anniversary could bring major announcements. Okay, you see, now I'm liking this. Major announcement for 25th anniversary. Could it be the new console, chat? I mean, could it be the new console? I'm already smiling. Either way, let's keep reading about this. All right, so in the video, BBC's Tom Gherkin takes a close look at the Xbox Ally X handheld, which is an Xbox. And whoever says no, don't care. Detailing the device and covering a lot of what we already know. The video offers a mix of hands-on testing and general impressions of how the gaming handheld performs across different PC titles, with the on-the-street footage showing how well it handles Game Pass cloud gaming and a range of Windows games. I wonder how far I can get from my PS5 right now. It just sits on my shelf. I wonder if I could get a stick of RAM for it. If I was you, wait a while. Wait till next year. Let it increase. Because I know if the RAM goes up, that thing is going to go up. You probably get more cash than ever. So yeah, wait a while. So let's go. All right. Where was I? More intensely, Jason Ronald, the VP of Xbox Gaming Devices and Ecosystem, also took the spotlight briefly to discuss the handheld and give a few small teases about what the fans can expect from Xbox next year as it approaches its 25th anniversary. Just his comments and hints at Xbox's future. Well, let's see. Jason laments on how now felt like the right time for Xbox to enter the handheld territory, stating, "We're always thinking about what the future gaming is and new ways for people to be able to play." I'll read this again. For the Xbox to enter the handheld territory. So yeah, so I guess the handheld is an Xbox then. Hmm. He frames the current moment at this point where player behavior, industry trends, and technology finally align in a way that makes a handheld Xbox device viable for consumers. However, the most interesting comments were made when Gherkin questioned Jason directly on whether backwards compatibility will be expanded. He asked, "Child me would be so unhappy if I didn't press you on this point. You know what? You know, are you going to bring more original Xbox games to Game Pass in the future?" Jason gave a fairly ambiguous response, not saying a lot, but also saying enough to give me and many others hope. I can't announce anything today, but in 2026 is the 25th anniversary of Xbox, and we want to celebrate the great legacy and the history that we have with Xbox, as well as defining the future for where the Xbox ecosystem is going. Uh-oh. He further goes on to add, "I can't confirm or deny what you're asking, but stay tuned. We have a lot of exciting things to share next year. It's not a lot, sure, but it's enough for me to at least to have hope that we'll see some sort of expansion to backwards compatibility. and Xbox 25th anniversary around the corner. We might not have too much to wait, too much longer, too much to wait much longer. Sorry to find out. With so many Activision games now under the Xbox umbrella, that alone make for a hefty addition if it ever happened. Hmm. Chat, look, let me tell you something. Like I said, looking back on this year, 2025, compared to how things picked up, how things went, and how things ended up to be. Because one of the worst things that had happened this year on Xbox, right? One of the worst things that happened this year was the price hike of Game Pass. That's got to be one of the worst things to happen there. Console price hikes, we all knew that was going to happen because of the whole tariff situation. We knew that was coming because we see it, and that was actually going to happen. But yes, the Game Pass price hike was probably one of the worst things that ever came out. And also, I know that people might say, hey, the whole console thing, yada yada yada. But like I always tell everyone, and I always tell this, wait for the company to talk. And yes, they did talk and literally destroyed all the narratives they were talking about last year, 24, and up to this year that there was not going to be any console. And yet we have repeatedly heard that there is going to be a console. Heard it so many times. But again, the worst thing that has happened to Xbox this year was the whole Game Pass price hike. But besides that, when it comes down to games, they have delivered over the top compared to the rest of the companies, compared to Nintendo, compared to um to PlayStation. They have delivered a lot of first party titles. They have delivered a lot of third party titles, and they have kept Game Pass being pumped. I mean, this year alone, you sit there, you're like, wow, so many games. It's been one intense year of games just coming into Game Pass for us to enjoy. They really did a fantastic job with that. Next year, right? And also, another thing that I forgot, because of course, there's a couple bad news on Xbox, like always, because media likes to throw things out there, and talk bad news about Xbox, and the Xbox is dead, and yada yada yada, right? Was the shutdown of the initiative, the studio that was making Perfect Dark 2, right? We saw that. But but after that happened, Matt Booty came out and said, well, we have 40 projects on the go. There's 40 games being developed, which in the end of the day, we do not know if all the 40 games will be delivered. That's the only thing we just don't know about. But at least we know there are 40 games that are under the wing and being made. So if you sit down and look at it, you say, okay, how many games did Xbox release this year? Five or six, right? That's just, what's it called? That's just, hmm, let's just set it in one number. Let's say five. Let's say they've released five games this year. Published five games this year. Fantastic job on publishing those five games. And if you guys have 40 games in development, I mean, shit, you guys got games for next year. You guys got games for 27, for 28, for 29, 30, 31, 30. You guys got games to 2035 under your wing. So listen, they are going to deliver something big next year. It's going to be insane. And one of the big things they're going to deliver is on games. Now, the question is, will we finally see the next generation console? Are we ready for next gen console? I guess we are. In my heart, I guess we are. We're ready to jump on board and go to the next gen and see what's going to cook. Console prices jumped hiked in all regions. Things have gotten more expensive to manufacture. I'm gonna pick up a white Ally for 500 next week, and that shouldn't cost more than 500. IMO. I still can't justify more than the 300 for a handheld, which why I have not pulled the trigger on the Switch 2 yet. I think it was 12 games a year this year. I mean, they had a bunch of games this year. I'm just picking up a number to say it's in general it's five, right? Just in case. DM Louis. Let's see what Jacob sent me to the DM. He's probably sending me some food or something just to pick on poor little Lou. Because that's what Jacob Noble does. He picks on poor little Lou. Speaking of which, I gotta open Twitch. I forgot to open Twitch today. Because man, my morning was all over the place today. Ugh. Busy morning for me. All right, here we go. Cross current, what's good? Everything's good, cross current. How you doing? Good morning, cross current. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, let me mute this. Okay. Let's see now. Top of the morning, Louis. The Battlefield 6 got a graphics boost. I was playing it last night and it looked a lot sharper. It probably did, you know? It probably did. Probably did. That's what they do. They probably got some patches in some updates. Louis MS has gains in 20 sessions, but if they are all coming late in the year, no. I don't think they're all gonna be coming late yeah. Ooh, wow, ooh. Fix your thoughts straight, Lou. My mind is like 1,000 miles per hour, and my mouth is like 2 miles per hour. So bring it back in. Goose fraba, chill. Ooh, la, 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 la. Okay, I'm relaxed now. So back to it, right? Like I'm saying, though, all right. I don't think they're gonna come out later on during the year because remember you have GTA 6 out there. So if GTA 6 is out there, they're probably gonna be releasing, before that game hits out. Because if it doesn't, if they don't do that, GTA 6 is going to take over all that stuff because a lot of people are waiting for that damn game. What's up, Crispy Rambo? Good morning to you, sir. With the IMS has sharp drop content, I wouldn't count on their only releases being ones announced right now. Exactly. Because they're being experts at shadow dropping, which is pretty cool. So let me go check the DM what Jacob Nova sent me. Jacob Nova sent me something. Let me go check out what it was. If they count Death Stranding 2, then we got a baby steps. Please, no. Bet that baby steps has got to be a fun one, though. I got to be honest with you. You really think? Mhm. Yeah, they troll me, Jacob. Koei Tecmo. I say, why would Xbox get Koei Tecmo? But okay. The other is 2X Killzone Legendary Warbound drops December 18, including all released Killzone content and all new additions. Nice. Nice. That's nice. Nice. PlayStation giving more stuff to Xbox. Oh, Lord. Oh, so you guys think that's going to be announced tonight? Yeah, probably will. It probably will be announced tonight because Kojima will be on stage, and yeah, that'll be a good thing to announce right then and there on the Game Awards because a lot of people will be watching it, and it'll be good publicity though. And probably Kojima gets it for free, while others had to pay $1 million, to get yeah, pay 1 million to get your game streamed, bro. You're dude. I'm not even gonna. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I'm not even going to focus on that because the thing is with Jeff Keighley is he don't understand. He thinks right now he's the man, right? And he think anyone can listen. Anyone right now can go out there and say, "Hey, dude, listen, we're taking over. We're gonna have our own game awards. Screw you. We're gonna have our own game awards. Let's get this on the way." Yep. Somebody can come out and do that too and actually go out there and compete against them. Yep. Hello, Becca. Good morning to you, girl. How you doing? Yes. How you doing? How you doing? So, someone needs to go out and compete against Keely. I hope Xbox does like a showcase like that and just kicks him out the way. The cops are looking for you, Louis. No, no. Why would they look for me though? Huh? Jeff Kigo is a cancer. Really? You think that? Really think that? I think he's all in it for the money, guys. So he's getting all the big bucks right there. I mean, he shouldn't be allowed to pick the games categories. That's a tough one right there. That's a tough one right there. Because the thing is, media is media, no matter what. And people go in there and check out those news. They go in there, check out those sites. And let me tell you guys something. Yesterday, I sit here and I look at stuff. Yesterday, I posted a tweet of Xboxes being in the store, fully stacked. They just keep filling up. There's a lot of Xbox there, right? I have right now 156K views on that tweet I posted. And let me tell you something 98% of them were all hate. Some guy called me a retard. Another guy called me this and all that stuff. Sorry for using the R word. I don't like using it. But yes, that's how they are. It's incredible the hate they have towards Xbox. I'm amazed. I sit here and I sit here and I say, hey, I finally understand why Xbox like quit doing this war stuff because for what? Stop calling someone the C crowd. He ain't that. Who's okay? He pushes one game console above others despite claiming his non-bias. He tries to kill every other Game Awards show and is largely responsible for the push of movie games. Highly responsible for the push of movie games. I mean, I don't think he's highly responsible for that. I think the ones that are responsible for that is us, because we have always pushed for more graphics, more details in the game, and that's why. No, 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 no. I don't listen, you babe. The thing is, right? I don't care what they say. I'm just sitting here laughing at the comments, though. I don't care what they say in the comments. I just sit here and I laugh. Madra James, he says, "Hey man, hi. My headphones are broken, so I can't reply me in chat. Why, if your headphones are broken, why are you typing in the chat then? If you cannot hear what I'm saying." It's just one of those guys who want me to add them on Discord so they can come by and say, "Hey, I got a lot of stuff for you for your channel, blah 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 blah." And it's actually the person that doesn't even do designs or anything. Game Awards have always been the Sony Movie Awards. Yeah, I mean, for me, that's how I see it. I see because look, I said this before, right? And this is not me begging, like, "Oh, please, Jeff, put an Xbox games on." No, 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 no. I'm being in general about this though. Listen, you do a show each and every year, right? You have a company that went out there and published a ton of games. For example, last year, it was about remakes, remasters. You did a category, you added remakes or remaster to it because, supposedly there wasn't that many games, right? You just wanted to get that category on there. And funny thing is, we have Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, a game that back in the day won Game of the Year. I cannot believe you did not add that game to your Game of the Year nominees. That would have been a game to be added to it, but you didn't do it. And like I say, though, right? And this is what I say. Even though you probably have, what, 200 million PS users, 300 million PS users, you're missing on 60 million Xbox guys who could be there watching your showcase. That little by little, they have been pulling away and not caring any more about your show. You're losing that crowd. And when it comes to this, you want to gain crowd. You want to gain people to go ahead and watch your show, to go ahead and enjoy your show. So it would have been a nice thing if you would have put an Xbox game on there. For people to say, "Wow, we got an Xbox game nominee right there. Let's go see the show. Let's see if they win." Even though I know you're a PS fan, but at the end of the day, though, right? At least it was not. It got nominated for something, and I will get those guys to tune into your show and watch it. And that's something you're looking for, Jeff. You're looking for that. And right now, the way you're doing things, all you're doing is pushing the crowd away, and they're not happy about it. And then one day, probably someone else might come by and do an actual true Game Awards, and your show is going to just little by little disappear. Remember when Flight Sim and Forza couldn't be nominated because they're not games? Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. That's the thing, though. Those clowns would rather vote a game card or DLC for Gotti over High Five, 87 Indiana, 89 Forza 90 Plus. Yeah, Forza Horizon 5 was the game to be announced. And they were like, "Well, it's a racing game. It shouldn't have won." Bro, Overwatch won, and that's an online game. Well, because what the fuck is Overwatch about? Can someone tell me what the story is behind Overwatch? It was just an online game, and they won Game of the Year, so anything is possible. And and let me tell you something, chat. As soon as the PS5 Pro got announced, and I saw those 120 tweets of the PS5 Pro on his side, I said, "Okay, his true colors are out. Have a good day. I'm not gonna go out there, and watch you care about you anymore." I know some people get into their feelings like, "Oh, this kid did not get it." This is Jeff Keighley. I mean, you still believe in the Jeff Keighley show? How can you have faith on that when a man came out and he did 120 tweets about the PS5 Pro, plus did like 40, 50 more tweets on the PlayStation Showcase? How can you have faith in someone like that? I'm being serious. Good morning. Hey, King Styles, good morning. So, again, if you have faith on that show, go for it. I don't have faith anymore. I don't care for it. And even though they add like an Xbox game to it to be nominated, I still want to have faith in it because I just don't trust the man behind the show. I don't. He may be a nice guy. He may be a sweet guy. I don't care. Whatever he is, he could be nice and anything. But at the end of the day, how can we trust him? That's the thing. You don't trust him anymore. And in order to gain our trust, it's gonna take a while. And that's the truth about the whole Game Awards. I mean, shit. That's how we see it. That's how we see it. He uses cloud to push his pro Sony agenda. I don't know why he keeps pushing it because shit, I don't get it. And and here's what's the bad part about this, for example. I mean, I remember in 2012, was it 2020 or 2021? I remember there was a showcase with the Game Awards, right? There was a Game Awards. And Xbox put the console on there for people to see the console on the Game Awards. Xbox, stop using this guy. Stop giving him the views. Do it on your own thing. Make your own money. Put it on your own developer direct or summer showcase. Stop giving them that stuff. I don't know why you guys are so giving. Seriously. Because I know you guys want to get the PlayStation crowd. I get it. I get it. I don't understand that guys want to get it there, get the PlayStation crowd, or since everybody's going to be watching it in general. But the thing is, you need to understand the Xbox crowd is tired of his shit. That's the thing. It's tired of his shit. We don't, like I said, these Game Awards, we don't care. I mean, if let's say I watch the Game Awards tonight, if I do come and watch it, let's say Death Stranding 2 wins it, I'll be like, okay. Yeah, and probably someone will click my video and say, "Look at Louis' face. He was depressed because I just don't care. That's doing shit to me." And that's like I said though. Once I saw that man tweeting that PS5 Pro like crazy, I don't care. Again, the awards part doesn't make sure it's nice to win, but it doesn't matter. The awards have become ammunition for console wars by ponies. Anything you bait, anything, and I do mean anything. Anything. I mean, bro, anything. Right now, Xbox could announce a toilet, and they will use that as a console war thing. Anything Xbox does or anything, man, they'll cause a war. I have never seen a crowd be so mad at things like they are. I have never seen such a crowd so furious like they are. They are furious. Facts, it's Donkey Pony Unicorn Show. I only watch it for the new game trailers. That's all we do. We go watch it for the trailers. That's all we care about. Now, before we used to care about awards, before we used to care about nominees, now all we do is care about what's going to be announced. And that's what I see a lot of people saying. I'm just going to watch the announcements. I don't care about the awards. That's it. That's how everybody's seeing it now. But if Expedition 33 wins, seriously, I really do hope when they get the microphone, they said, I want to thank Microsoft for helping us with this game, blah, 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 blah. If they do that, ooh, oh, hell about to break loose over here. Yes, sir. You can't play rewards. No. We're talking about awards, not rewards. There's a difference between rewards and awards. Oh, Lord, it's because PlayStation the appeal of people who grew up without a strong male. Oh, damn. Oh, Lord. Damn. I would not say that, though. Y'all see the media talking about Nintendo losing 15 million in value. You know what? Let's cover that real quick right now. I know that 33 is going to win, and I think fanboys will rage. To be honest, though, for what I've seen, for what I've tested the grounds out there, right? For what I tested the grounds out there, a lot of people on the PlayStation side think that Expedition 33 should win. A lot of people do. And to be honest, though, it's a well win right there because those guys really did an amazing game. Why do you care about the awards, Louis? Because Xbox don't. Louis, why do you care about awards, Louis? I don't care about the awards, though. I'm just saying Before I used to care. Nowadays, for me, it's just, cool. That's it. And all I care about is the traders. I mean, you get to that point where it's because here's the thing, though, Jacob. Have you ever heard the term that you can't swim with the against the current, right? It's hard to swim against the current. Sometimes you just got to go with the waves, right? Or go with the current, right? Sometimes you got to do that. Right now, I'm just going with the current, just not caring anymore. I don't care swimming against it anymore because if I swim against it, I'm gonna be that one guy that's out here crying like, no, no, I'm supposed to get a game award. No, I won't be that guy or nominated for an award. I won't be that guy anymore because I know who this guy is. He showed who he is when the PS5 Pro got announced. Awards doesn't make games sell more. Exactly, I know that, Jacob. I keep on saying that they do not help push the games to sell more. They don't. They don't. If it did, then it would be really important, extremely important. But that doesn't do nothing. It's just an award, and it's a Jeff Keighley award. I mean, okay, Jeff, we all know you're big in the industry, but at the end of the day, okay, it's an award from your hands that comes out. Okay, cool. It's not like Morgan Freeman or Arnold Schwarzenegger is giving me that award. I mean, I'll be like, oh, Arnie, but no. Awards and speeches are boring. I only watch for the Xbox reviews. Yep. That's all we watch it for. We watch it for the good stuff. We watch it for games. What games are going to come out next year? What's going to cook? I won't sit 3 hours until the nonsense to watch some trailers I can view the next day on YouTube. Yep. That's what a lot of people are doing. I get it. I get it. I did not listen, chat. I did not want to be honest though. I did not want to stream the Game Awards this year. And I'm trying to avoid and next year, man, like for example, if this is not a good year, for example, the Game Awards, like for example, because the summer showcase for Jeff last year was ugh. And it just gets worse. And he's everywhere now. He wants to be in Germany, he wants to be in the summer, he wants to be and it's always the same thing. Why do you care? No, we're just talking about it, Jacob. It's not that we care. We're just talking about it. I'm just saying some stuff because at the end of the day, why not talk about it? It's today. And it's part of the video game industry, sadly, and we got to talk about it. Exactly. So let's go see why Nintendo's losing $15 million. Oh, Nintendo losing money. Hope you guys lose money, especially because you guys are assholes sometimes. Nintendo, don't sue me. We love you, but especially with that Metroid thing and that Pokemon thing, poof. Mm-mm. So let's see now. Here it is, Market Watch. Okay, let's go see what this is all about, my chat. Nintendo loses billions in market value amid worries over surging chip costs. Uh-oh, that's why. Because of chip costs, Nintendo's has slipped more than 10% over the past week. Analyst says worries about rising memory chip prices are to blame. The video game maker's stock closed in the red again Thursday, extending a losing streak that has shaved off more than $12 billion of its market value and pushed shares to 7 months low. Of course, price rises constantly. That's what happens. It's common. The declines come as an industry expert flag headwinds from surging prices of memory chips, a core part of the gaming console. Market intelligence firm TrendForce expect that to swell costs for market console makers like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. See? Chat, what did I say this past week about this conversation? What did I say? I don't know where the hell we're going to go now when it comes to consoles. Because of that, they just said it. There's going to be a loss in chips. What do you think is going to happen to the consoles? They're going to increase the prices. So let's keep reading about it. And they're warning you as of now, chat, which sucks, and it's going to happen soon. So In recent report, Trend Force said the chip issue is why Nintendo Switch 2 is more expensive than its predecessor, as the latest version of the console has doubled the memory capacity, driving up component costs. Prices for Microsoft Expo were recently adjusted too, which they could be readjusted again, because again, we don't know what's going to happen. Trend Force estimates that the memory modules will comprise up to 21% or 23% of total hardware costs in 2026. So let's do the math real quick. Right now it's at 450, right? 450. Let's see now. That's at 450. So if it's a 21, let's do the math. This is all theory talk because we don't know how much the increase is because this they say that this is going to estimate. This is an estimate, right? So the estimate is 21% to 23%. Let's see how much it will increase as of 23%, just in case though. So here we go. So we got 450 for this new Switch times 23%. Wow. We probably will be seeing, chat. If it's that high of a cost, it could be lower, chat. It could be lower. But if it's like a 23% increase, right? You'll probably see PlayStation Switch 2s being at $505. I mean, $550 being sold. That's like $100 extra right there. If that increase does come through, it could be 450. It was a 450, and the increase could be at 550 after this. All the situation goes down. Wow, a Nintendo Switch 2 for $550. Shit. So, like I said, though, right? Let's keep on reading. Price of beverages may have been a rise due to the artificial intelligence boom, which has been drawing down existing supplies. That is making life difficult for gaming console companies, said Feldman Smithers, head of UK-based Japan equity research of the Feldman Smithers Associates. As AI demand keeps growing, memory prices are unlikely to come down soon. Analysts say memory prices are likely to stay high at least through the next year and into 2027. Investment research from Morningstar said in a note. Wow. Oh, Lord. The shortage of conventional memory is becoming increasingly severe as suppliers redirect their resources toward high bandwidth memory for artificial intelligence. Morningstar director Kazunori Ito said that will inevitably affect Nintendo's short-term profitability. He added, the fact that the Switch 2 was released recently puts Nintendo at a disadvantage compared with peers that are more established installation base, preventing him from hiking prices to cover memory costs, said Smithers. He expects prices for dynamic random access memory, a type of semiconductor, to weigh on the Japanese company significantly in the second half of 2026. The Japanese company behind the Super Mario and the Legend of Zelda game series said last month it remains confident about the profitability of the Nintendo Switch 2, even with more expensive components. Well, I mean, if they. Or maybe, let me say something. Let's see. If they're selling it, let's do a quick math here, chat. If they're selling at 350 in Japan, if they're selling at 350 it's 350 in Japan, right? They're selling 350 in Japan. So let's say the yeah, there could be a $50 increase though. It couldn't be that much of an increase though. Thinking about it, because just thinking about it could be a $50 increase. But okay, because maybe the console while they're making it costs 300 to make, and Japan they make 50. So let's say that in the states it could be a $50 increase or something like that. I mean, you have to wait and see because if they're making profit from the console, even though it's in Japan for 350, then it's got to be in the price range around 300 or 280 or something like that. So yeah, there could be a $50 increase along the way. But let's keep reading. Because if they do increase like massive, they're not going to sell. And they know that they're not going to sell, and they know that. So let's keep reading. Barring major external changes such as shifts in tariff assumptions or other unforeseen circumstances, we believe we can maintain the current level of our profitability for the time being. Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa said in November, signing the company's cost-cutting strategy. Ito said the memory surges are unlikely to hinder Nintendo's console production or hurt shipments and maintain its margin assumptions over the medium term. And it said it will be key to watch how much further memory prices go up. The issue with Nintendo isn't necessarily what it can handle what is happening now. The problem is what happens if it gets worse, said Smithers. So yeah, chat. Like I said, and I told you guys last week, we don't even know where the hell things are going to go. But looking at this, it seems like it's not going to get pretty. So, man, as of right now, hug your consoles, hug them, kiss them, show them love. You know, give them maintenance. Like I talked yesterday with the PS5, give them maintenance because let me tell you something, there could be a big price hike next year. And it's not only for Xbox, it's coming for PlayStation, and it seems to be coming also for Nintendo. But again, we have to see how things go. We have to see if these guys get stabilized, along the way. And if they do get stabilized, maybe there's not going to be a price hike on these consoles. Maybe not. But at the end of the day, though, if they don't get stabilized and they predict it's going to go to 2027, we might see a huge price hike on these boxes. Yeah, chat, it's not looking pretty out here. It's not looking pretty. It ain't looking pretty. It's like I said the other day, we don't even know where we're going with this. We don't even know where we're going with this. So, let's see what's cooking. I wait to sell my PS5 for money. Yeah, just wait, just wait. All those busted up PS5s are going to be expensive to replace. Oh, look, can you imagine that they lower they lower the warranty because of oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, dear Lord, just gotta laugh at this stuff. I want to see what they're gonna say next about the PS5 Pro. They'll probably buy it. They'll probably go ahead and buy it because knowing them, like, oh, I got an 850 PS5 Pro, but dude, it's old tech. But okay, you keep telling that yourself, yeah. So let's see now. Wow, I'm sitting at 179.6K. That tweets. They are really mad about it. Nice. 184.7K. Never mind. I was at 179. Oh wow. So much fun. I'm at work and can only use Chrome or Edge. Cannot install any add-ons. Ah, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. So let's see what else is cooking out there on Twitter, guys. Wow, this is actually good news. So I'm reading something that XCC's posted, and he says, official, according to Sanford Interactive, the budget for Clear Obscure Expedition 33 was less than $10 million. Save resources they resources by avoiding the trend of open worlds. Nice. And especially that game looks so beautiful and cost them 10 million. Wow. Wasn't I thought it was way more than that. I thought it was gonna be like close to 100 though, because the way the game plays, man, it feels like it's $100 million game. But wow, only 10 million just to make the game? That's fucking amazing, man. Don't block the ass. If I kiss the feed though. Because here's the thing about the ad block, the ad thing. You can take it off, but in the end, you're still gonna get ads. I don't get it. And I've extended it to as much as I can with the ad things, and then you're still gonna get ads. I don't get it though. And the other thing that I want no desire to play E33. Really? Yeah, no desire to it. I would like to know how much was the Game Pass bag. Probably Microsoft gave it a couple bucks, to be funded. And they probably helped them out because I mean they came out and said, "Man, thanks to Game Pass, the word got around. The game, actually sold better and everything." They're actually really happy for how the game went, and that's good news. That's good news. I mean, I'm happy to see that was the budget of the game. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, and these guys can take that as an example to do that. Oh my God, this looks cool, but you know what? I ain't buying it yet because it's only for PS5 and Nintendo. Hmm. So, One of my old favorite games in the world. And I recommend it when it comes to Xbox, and it's gotta come to Xbox because if it does, then I will say yes to the buy. But since you guys did not do that, then screw you. You will wait for my money. And here it is. Chat, I hate this game, but I love it. The original Jaws NES game from the 1980s is coming back to life with a brand new release from Limited Run Games on PS5 Nintendo Switch. Beginning December 19, you can pre-order the Standard Retro Edition and Lux Big Boat Edition. If you're a big Jaws fan, this is pretty cool. But I'm gonna wait for it to come to Xbox. Because if it doesn't, then you guys ain't getting my money. Because man, I gotta tell you something. I hate this game, but I love it. Why do I hate this game? Because I remember when I was a kid, I got it as a gift. I played it. I did not know what the fuck I was doing. Because you know it's Nintendo games. They don't tell you nothing. And the worst part about this game was, if I could remember, didn't LGN make this game? Hmm. Yeah, chat. Nintendo's coming back. So, Ragey says, get ready for Skyrim 15th Anniversary Edition. Who will buy the Skyrim 15th Anniversary Edition for $100? I don't know. But yeah, chat, like I was saying though, playing this damn game was a really pissed off thing for me because I did not know what I was doing. All I know is I was driving around the boat, trying to get seashells, and then, as I grew older, I finally understood what to do, and finally, I had the chance to finish the game. And that was in a RAM thing, right? I finally understood how to finish the game and actually finished it. Went out there, got on the ship, and stabbed Josh. Boom. And that's it. And it's got to have one of the worst endings of all. Well, kind of like the Karate Kid ending. It's got to have one of the worst endings in there. Then everyone says, man, that Just game was fire as a kid. Most likely sucks, but I didn't know better than back then. We did not know better. We thought it was the best thing. That was the best thing, though. But shit, it was terrible, though. I remember driving the ship because basically, I think that was my first RPG. Yeah. Oh, my first RPG right there. Well, just like the dolphin, or just like the dolphin from game from Sega, what the hell you have to do? Oh, Echo the Dolphin. That's another one. Why the hell do people love that game? I don't get it. And people say Echo the Dolphin, one of the best games out in Sega. What the hell you have to do with the damn dolphin besides swim around? Say you got lost in the damn map. I remember playing that game. I was like, what the hell am I doing? I'm lost. And trying to land the airplane, the aircraft carrier. Oh, Lord, don't get me started with that sucker. Don't get me started with that sucker, guys. That's got to be one of the worst things out there. Huh. Landing that plane, even though you had it perfectly, you moved one little hair in the plane crash, or you got past it and you landed in the water. That was so annoying from back in the day. My God. My God, my God, my God. No way. PC RAM now costs more than some new graphic cards? That's insane. Wow. Well, I mean, I'm telling you guys, we're not going to have a good one right there. We're not going to have a good one right there, man. It's not going to be good for us. It's going to be intense. It's going to be intense. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh. NS games were brutal. Yep, Nintendo games were brutal, man. I mean, all of them were brutal. All of them. There wasn't any easy game on Nintendo. It was hard. To be honest, though, it was hard to find an easy game on Nintendo. Really freaking hard to find one. Literally impossible to find one. Play the Dreamcast Echo the Dolphin game was one of the best. Oh, man. Shout out to the 21 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Yes, sir. 32 gigabyte stick cost like 900. Holy shit. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Isn't that song from a movie? I think. Yeah, I think it was from a movie. I don't know which movie it was, but yeah, it was from a movie though. Yay! I got a Dreamcast demo disc with JSR, Shenmue, and Echo. Really good run of release. Really? I mean, I gotta say though, Echo the Dolphin. When you first played on the Sega Genesis, I said, "What the hell am I doing here?" I did not understand nothing. I did not understand nothing. Nothing. Hell no, I did not. Nope, I didn't. Just like the damn Jaws game. Did not know what the hell I was doing. But then after, like I said, when I grew up, I learned, poof, just like Friday the 13th, the game, right? From back in the Nintendo days. At Friday the 13th, the game, when you went left, it was right. And when you went right, it was left. Of course, it was an LJN game. You know, ooh, one more day to Terminator, 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 one more day to Terminator. Legendary Yogi says, I remember the hardest Nintendo game I ever played was the first game handheld ever. The original Game Boy was Donkey Kong, starring Mario, and it had 96 pages. Really? Really? Oh, Lord. Really? Wow. My first Nintendo game was a guy with a girl in a cemetery, and they were doing something funky in there because he was in his underwear, and that was Ghosts and Goblins. Yep, Ghosts and Goblins, chat. Yep, that was my first Nintendo game ever. I did not get past the first level. Right, that's the shit that happens. Yeah, Donkey Kong was on the front cover with Mario with his hammer. Good old Donkey Kong game. With Mario. That was pretty cool back in the day, man. That's gotta be one of the best arcade games. You gotta jump up, the barrels and everything just to get to the princess. And Donkey Kong was the bad guy. Incredible. And now Donkey Kong is good. I wonder when the Blue Hell Nintendo's gonna do a Bowser game. We need a Bowser game from Nintendo. That'll probably get me hyped up to play it though. Because if you guys remember, that was Super Mario RPG, and it was the first time that Bowser and Mario got together to take down a bad guy. And that was that big ass sword. I forgot the name of the big ass sword, but yeah, Super Mario RPG, one of the best RPGs made out there. When Square used to do really great RPGs, even though I know some people love the Final Fantasies, but man, I love those old RPGs like Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG. Yeah, good stuff right there. Bro, a solo Bowser game would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they haven't done it because we have a Wario, right? And Wario is an asshole. But I love Wario though, but he's an asshole. So but why don't we get a Bowser game? Give it to us. I mean, we need it. Imagine that. Woo. Hmm. But I guess Bowser, the thing with Bowser, though, I don't think he's that much of a popular character like Mario is, though. Because Bowser's cool, though. But Mario is the big guy. Everybody loves Mario. Ah, let's see now. We already got a Tomb Raider announcement for, the Game Awards. We know that. Tomb Raider announcement. Yep. Let's see. Rage is bringing back the boom slang. I don't know what the hell the boom. Wow, that's a nice mouse, though. I should get that mouse. Let me see that mouse, though. That looks way more comfy than this one. I should actually get that mouse. Razer Boom Slang, the first video in 1999 for gaming PC accessories. Now Razer's bringing it back in a big way. Ooh, I like this mouse. Where'd you get that one? Wow, that looks super comfy. With 2000 DPI, how much does mine has? Let me see. How much DPI does mine have? Hold on. Okay, let me see now. I have to check how much DPI I have on this one. Uh, Focus 4K 45K Gen 2 and optical mouse with Gen 4 with up to 45,000 DPI. I'm gonna have to check this one out. Man, 45,000 GPI. That means that I wouldn't see the little thing in there running around. Pause. Sorry about that. I don't know why I said it that way, but yeah, I wouldn't see the little thing. What's that thing that you run around with the mouse? You know, that little what's that thing called? The little arrow thing. Yeah. If I had 45,000 DPI, I wouldn't see it anymore. It would just disappear. But man, I like that mouse. I'm gonna have to check it out. It looks nice. It looks nice. There is a game called Bowser's Fury. Believe it came with Super Mario 3D World on the Switch. Yeah, but that's the thing I don't get. Why don't they have like their own Bowser game? I mean, they have a Peach game. There was a Peach game. They also have a Zelda game too. They have a Zelda running around doing things. I mean, why not get Bowser? Why not get a Ganon game? Why not get, shit, you got cool characters you can make cool games out of. People hop in and play. You know? Man, you're using Bowser, and Bowser kicking ass, shooting fire out of his mouth. They were farting fire out of his butt. I don't know, whatever. Do something. Like Primal Rage. Remember when the monkey, used to do that flip and he farted? That was so funny. He said, brr. Let me see, yes. Bowser Free was borrowed to beat Bowser Sr. Oh, that's terrible. Why the hell you want to do that? Man, you know what? I feel bad for Bowser. Seriously, everybody wants to beat up on Bowser, though. Poor Bowser. Bowser, you should get your own game and beat up Mario. Yeah, I'm down for that. Nintendo, make it happen. Make it happen. Yes, make it happen. It's a spin-off of a game. It just happens to be releasing another game in the cart. Nice. Back in the day when Nintendo was nice. No, Louis, you said it. When Nintendo wasn't that money greedy. Jesus, Nintendo's become real greedy with that cash, man. They're doing whatever. Man, again, seriously, regulators, what the fuck you guys doing? I mean, I don't know why you guys are not on top of Nintendo with the games. Look at the Pokemon game. I mean, you gotta pay online to finish it, and also to unlock a music, you gotta buy an amiibo. Man, come on, regulators. Come on, man. Do your job. Get on it. Wow. Let's see now. Let's go down. Oh, I found a bad Xbox news. Ya afilé mis patines de hielo. You're going ice skating, Rachie? Out of all things, Chad, we have found some bad Xbox news. Here we go with the next one. Because we cannot go out with a day on this show without talking bad Xbox news. I'm not going, man. Continue without disabling. Here we go, Chad. We got some bad news for Xbox because, of course, they got to talk bad. Anything has to do with Xbox, you got to talk bad. So that way people can say, oh, you know how they come out, right? So the bad news is of the day is that High on Life 2 is getting a terrible physical release on Xbox. Players who purchase a physical box copy High on Life 2 from Limited Run Games have now told that the full game won't be available on the disc. Wait, hold on a second, chat. Wait, hold on. Let's stop right there for a moment. Right? We're now bitching that we're not getting the full game, won't be available on the disc. Really? Really? That's what we're bitching about now. That the game will be fully available on the disc. Let's read about it. Sad news for everyone hoping to own the Xbox High Life Xbox Physical Edition. As distributor Limited Run Games has announced the game, full game won't be available on the disc. Which, while it's pretty common to see this happen for physical Xbox copies, this particular situation is unique in that players weren't notified until after the game was sold out on limited run. It's disappointing news for players looking forward to collecting the High Life 2 achievements via physical copy. We still have to wait ahead of us until the upcoming Game Pass game launches on Xbox on February 13, 2026. So it'll be interesting to know if players decided to cancel their pre-orders of the physical editions. As shared by a user on Reddit, Limited Run has emailed players who purchased the physical box edition of High on Life 2 in the spirit of complete transparency. Wanted to relay a message to fans in High Life 2 who pre-ordered physical copy from Limited Runs. Our friends at Squanch Games gave us an update due to the file size constraints that the upcoming physical Xbox physical release on Highlight 2 will not include the full game on the disc. Gamers will access of the full game, of course, but will need to download the additional content. We apologize as of this moment to our Xbox physical fans and hope you enjoy High on Life 2 upon its release. Wow. Let me see. So we are in 2025 now, right? And we have had games. We have had games. We have had games, right? That have not been fully released on the box, on the CD and the physical. We have had that. But since you all had to look for bad news on Xbox because you ain't got shit, you guys need to bring this up, right? Yeah. Because Call of Duty for years hasn't been fully in the disc. For years. When you put the disc in, it says, well, you only got 25 megabytes in there. And then all of a sudden, when the game launches, it fully installs. I don't get what y'all bitching about. But, of course, because it's an Xbox game. So, yeah, we got to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now Solo Limited on the center Xbox physical copy of the game costs $50-$60, while the collector's edition costs $180. But with that said, the collector's box is filled with merch, so that's news to you that you'll need to download the game will likely have less of an effect of those pre-orders. It's more relevant to players who purchase a standard copy of the game from Limited Run, however, as those players slowly purchase a physical copy of the game without any extras. Notably, this isn't an issue that will affect PS5 players, as the higher file size available on PS5 disc will let them ship the whole game. A strategy only Xbox is getting an inferior release here. How is this a tragedy, though? Mother, this is a lot. You're paying for a license. The game is not even yours, and it's been like this for years. Let me play this show real quick. Let me see something. I want to see what is the collector's edition. See if we can find it though. We've already seen this trailer like 100 times though. And fair release we're getting, yeah, because of course they have to go out there and say something mean about Xbox. That's how it is, Chad. That's how it is. It's like what I say. When there isn't any bad news to talk about Xbox, they got to look for that one thing. I'm not kidding you. I mean, chat, let me tell you something. Imagine this, right? Imagine this, right? Let me give you a scenario right here. Imagine this. Let me give you a scenario, right? Imagine, camera, follow me. We need to do this. All right, here we go. Come follow me, camera. Imagine this happens, right? Let me show you an example right here. Look. This is going to be a good one. You guys are going to love this one. Imagine this, right? Let's say Crazy Louie does this. You see this, chat? This is an Xbox box, right? Let's say the console was inside the box and everything was in there, and I do this. open the window and I say, okay, let's see who's walking by. Yeah. And I see someone walking by, and I chuck that thing down there, and it hits the Xbox on the person in the head like this, boop, and you see the person fall on the ground, and it started like, and when they see that happen, what do you think the news is going to say? What do you think the news is going to say out there? The media is going to say? They're going to say, probably, an Xbox dropped on someone's head, and then they're going to say, because of the heavy of the Xbox, how it is, it dropped on the person's head. The person is in trouble. Oh Lord, they shouldn't make the console that heavy or anything. But the question is, what happened to the guy who did throw the Xbox out the window to drop it on the person's head? He probably won't be mentioned on there. And that's the truth. That probably won't be mentioned in there. I'm not kidding you. They probably won't mention me. All they'll do is talk about how heavy the Xbox is, how it knocked out the person or killed the person, right? That's what they'll talk about. I'm not kidding. That's how I see things. It's no joke. Seriously. Can you imagine that? Goes out on the news, man. Man throws Xbox out the window, hits a person in the head. And then they'll say, well, probably the man was pissed off because Xbox is not giving him this. The Xbox console is a bad console. He probably mad, so he decided to throw the Xbox out the window. And because of how heavy the Xbox is, it hit the person in the head while the person's now hospitalized and in bad terms, not doing so well because that Xbox is super heavy and caused some damage and blah, 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 blah. But they won't blame the guy who threw the Xbox out the window. They'll just focus on how the Xbox hit the person in the head and how heavy it is and how bad it is because it's so heavy. Dear Lord. Pathetic. 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 That's what they would do. If someone saw an Xbox falling from the sky, someone said they probably say Xbox dead. And Xboxes can't be played over the cloud or be inserted into a PC. Because that's the thing, though, right? It's like what I said. They always look on that negative thing to talk about Xbox, and that's something I'm just sitting here laughing my ass off. Because why? You guys gotta always look for that bad thing about Xbox. Always. I don't get it. Well, the game is not getting, they're not going to get the whole game on the disc. That's actually a negative thing. Okay. But there's people out there who are getting physicals and they don't get a disc. They get a code. Let me see now. Looking for something. Here, chat. Let's have some fun with this one. Like I said, they always have to talk the negative, but look at this one right here. Look at this one. In a recent trend for several high-profile PlayStation Collector's Edition is to include only a digital download code for the game rather than a physical disc, often with the steelbook case, and that ends up being empty. Take prime example. Oh, God of War Ragnarok. Both expensive editions came with substantial physical items, including a replica of Mjolnir's hammer, but the game itself was provided as a digital code voucher code. Oh, Horizon for West Collector's Edition and Regular Edition, similar to God of War Premium Edition, Star Statues, and other collectors, but did not contain a physical game disc. Wonder where you are when this shit happened. Oh no, it's PlayStation. We cannot talk bad about PlayStation, but we got to go ahead and talk bad about Xbox. Yay! Assholes. This is why I'm here every day. Chat. This is why I hear him every day. Every time I see stuff like this, I want to tackle it down and just say what I have to say. And for us to go ahead and and blow off some steam with all this bullshit they come out with. Seriously, pathetic, pathetic. Oh man, Dolomite says, I want a physical copy so I can, touch it and feel it, Or can it be on the disc? They already bought the Blu-ray disc. Why not fill it? I don't know, Raichi. That's just a ridiculous thing right there. Because listen, it's from limit. The thing is, right? Instead of blaming, because look, if they can get the disc on PlayStation, right? They should blame limited runs for that one. It's not an Xbox problem because the one who's porting the game on there is limited runs. It's not even Xbox. It's not even Xbox, but yet they want to pinpoint Xbox. That's the problem. Jesus. And probably someone out here will be like, "Well, Lou, you're wrong because hey, Lou, it's Xbox, that ported the game onto the." No, it was limited runs because FXus even said, "We're not doing physical no more. We're done with physical." They said we're not making any more physical games. That's why you hire companies to do the physical now, which they do that themselves. They want to take that risk because at the end of the day, these companies are starting to get tired of releasing physical games that go into these stores while people don't buy it the very first day. They'd rather get a digital, and along the way, right? They go into the store, they find the game for $5, decide to pick it up. Because that's what happens. They sit there for a long time and then they cost like $5. Matrix even bought a game that was Anthem for like $5, but digitally it was at 20. He got Anthem the game for $5 in a Walmart. No joke. I think it was 5 or 10. I don't know how much he got, but he got it for dirt cheap. And there's many people out there who go to these stores and they find a physical game on there that when you go to digital, it costs 50 or $40. And all of a sudden they find it for $3. Companies are getting tired of that. They're seeing it. They're seeing it. And one day it's all going to disappear. Has there been any leaks for tonight? Nah, to be honest, nah. I don't think there has been any leaks for tonight. But, yeah. You want to chat? Y'all want to laugh? Look, I understand why Xbox is tired of. I pretty much understood why Xbox is tired of all the hate because look, I just posted this right here. This is all I did. That's it. It's on Twitter. But they are so dead. Yet they keep filling up the stores. No, why? No, and just laughing my ass off. And here's the comments. Here we go. Doesn't that just mean they aren't selling? Laugh my fat ass off. So yeah, it did, and it makes sense. To Microsoft said they weren't prepared to the rare shortage, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Laugh out loud. Laugh my ass off. Still shilling, y'all. Wow, keep on the good fight. Microsoft, thanks you guys. I never got nothing for Microsoft, but okay. Let's see now. Let's keep going. Oh look, unsold merchandise. Notice that they're in the store not being sold. The more people game on a PS5, simple. Party product that has been sitting there for a while. And they'll be there for a long time. Which store? I haven't seen any Xbox console store for months. Which that is a lie. That has got to. This is what it's so funny. The comments. They sure seem to have a lot of them. Yeah, and yet it's selling so little. Wonder why? It's better than the RAM price increase. There you have it. They're dead. The complete palette is there. The only console's not locked behind the glass. People don't want to steal them. We'll see so much. It's about Xbox is dead, Xbox that, and so on. Why? All these consoles, even PC, and I can't see any console better than Xbox Series X. Well, that's an Xbox fan though, so he's protected. There's no need to. These need to go on discount ASAP. Who's gonna tell them, chat? Problem is the price. So that stock just sat there, laugh out loud. Where's the Xbox One has not one console exclusive for unique features. You're still in the console exclusive side of things? Okay, keep going. They sit in stores and unsold. This is an old video from release. Walmart, Target, Sam's Club, and Costco stopped ordering them after the last price hike. Old video? You sure about that? This is a video from yesterday, right here. Look, it was from yesterday, right here. Look, chat. It's on my cell phone. It says yesterday, and there's the video right there. Yesterday's video, chat, and it said it's an old video. You gotta laugh at that stuff. And look, it's so funny. Look, he goes, Grok, how old is this video? Why do you have to ask Grok? This video has never been posted on social media. Generally, this is a huge pile like that. It's a sign that they're not selling. Just a huge FYI. I don't know where you guys live though, but we're in December. It's Christmas. Usually by Christmas, they put out stuff in front of the stores for people to pick up. And they put it in a big piles because people pick it up. But okay. They're gonna sit on the storefronts floors too damn expensive now. And yet they can't seem to fill up the sales charts. Oh, you're talking about what is it called? The sales chart section, whatever they use for console warning. So could be doing clearance, could be selling out. Send some of those to Walmart. You lucky the pawn shops give you $50 for a brand new Xbox. And yes, someone who has a little bit more brains than some of these guys out here do says, because it's Christmas. See? As a smart man, he knows what's happening. We on Christmas, you stack means they ain't selling laugh aloud. I paid $200 for Series X to mod, to be honest though. So broke people can't play. I love Xbox, but they got beat by Nintendo GameCube from Temu. That's sad, bro. Okay. Cyber Gunter. You believe that. But bro, look at that stuff. I mean, look, everything is on here. Like all these tweets of people just mad because of a video I posted. It's hilarious. This is the funniest video post I've ever done. It's sitting at 100. It's even bigger than the time of Kojima. Look at Savo. She says it's at 100%. And the sad part about this, like I said, 98% of this is people mad about this video. Is anger. I don't know why Xbox doesn't even want to put up a fight. There's so much anger towards Xbox. It's sad. Because look, all of these negative comments, there's only been like 3 or 4 positive comments, but 98% of them are negative. Well, when sales declined by over 50% each over year for the last 4 years, last year they sold the less than 2 million consoles total worldwide, and this year sales have down 67%. I'll let you do the math. The next player will sell more in 1 month than the Xbox sold all year. Oh, okay. Of course, $200 console. I mean, hell, if I had a $200 console, it would sell crazy too. Reality. And there you go. Oh, here comes the BG post. BG charts post. Yeah, BG charts. Here are the posts. They're trying to show me BG charts. Ha ha! Like, oh, take that. I win. Reality. And then I'll use the Matt Piscatella to fight me. Oh, so there wasn't a stock issue. People just straight bought more next playgrounds. Dead brand. Okay. See, look at that. It's always a negative. It says alive and well. Lord, look at this. Look how angry they got. Laugh at this fucking idiot talking about filling up the stores. The problem is they aren't leaving the stores, clown. You don't understand this. There's a monthly sales chart showing 1K Ultra. Oh, you believe in estimates on a chart? Oh Lord, remember, and if you read BG charts, they say literally it's estimates. Look at them. They are so furious. It's hilarious. This has got to be one of the funniest things I've seen. Seriously. Xbox is pathetic. Now I understand why Xbox doesn't put up a fight. And that's what they did, chat. Let me see if I can find the guy who's called me an R word. Seriously. This has got to be the funniest thing I've seen in a while. I give a fuck with telling mofos we chose to switch over an Xbox. Dear Lord, I can't find that comment of the guy who was really rude and said, "This guy's a fucking." I was like, "Oh, okay." But seriously, that's what the video did. It caused a big commotion. Right now, it's sitting at 189 closing to 190K views. It went viral. Insane, insane. Now I don't know why Xbox doesn't sit there and talk to these guys out here on Twitter because man, the hate for Xbox is true. It's out there. Like I said, out of all these comments, if I can count, I'll probably got 5 or 10 positive, right? Out of 145 comments, 10 are positive, and then 135 are negative. Wow. Sad, 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 how Safo says. Sad, sad, sad. That's tragic. Yeah, Safo, that's tragic, I know. But what I find hilarious is how mad they get over one video of someone walking into a store recording something. One video. Numbers are in Switch 1 outsold PS5 by 2-1. Japan last week, even after PS5 introduced a super cheap region locked version. Why are Sony fans more upset than Xbox than Xbox fans are? Make it make sense. Exactly. That's something I don't get. I don't know why they are so obsessed. It's like an obsession that they have out there. They go out there and fight Xbox on the dot. Everything Xbox does is negative. No matter what is bad, Xbox is bad on the stuffs. Yeah, everything. VHR takes a few retailers' info, then extrapolates. Yeah, they say it right on the dot. This is estimates. It's not even on the dot, though. When Microsoft comes out and says, well, the Xbox Series X and S sold this much, we will know how much they sold. Zuby Tech says they sold 25 million. And that he's been using that 25 million for like 8 years now. Seriously. The console is 5 years old and he's been using it for 8 years. Xbox 720. You're talking about the most expensive version, though. You can get a digital one for real cheap, too. I mean, it's not that expensive. You can get a Series S, too, which works good also. That Series S logic is all bullcrap. It works good if you got a 1080p screen or a 2K screen. The Series S is a nice console to get. Because why in the blue hell am I going to spend money on a Series X if I only got a 2K monitor? Yet Xbox content and service revenue grows quarter after quarter, every single quarter. I think they are fine. And this is the funny thing, though, chat. And I'm going to use my microphone close on this one. That's where they make their money. It's on content and services, not on the hardware. And that's the part they don't get. They rather grab this and choose to console war. They rather take this and talk bad about Xbox because they are out of ammunition and they are so frustrated that this is the only thing they got. That is console sales. Because when it comes to exclusives, they're out. When it comes to having power, they're out. They're out of the subject. Out of the subject because they don't got any more subjects. Remember in 2018, it was all about exclusives because before that, it was about power. They said that to play. I always talk about this all the time. I think I talk about this every day. Back in the day, was PlayStation was 1080p, Xbox was 900p, and then when the Xbox One X came out, they said let's weaponize the word exclusive and let's tackle Xbox with exclusives. Now Xbox has got first parties. They're delivering first parties. They're doing first parties and everything. What is your excuse? And you guys said back in the day, exclusive is what sells, but why aren't you guys on Xbox though? Well, that's another lie. And now Xbox has the power, and you guys say it still sucks even though it has power? That's another lie. I mean, shit. Why do you guys lie about this stuff? Why can't you guys one day sit down and say, hey, let me give it a try? I'd you rather hate and miss out on what us, the Xbox guys, have been enjoying for years. And the most part that we enjoy the most is we have cash in our wallets because we're not buying games as much as we did. We're smart now. We buy one game, we buy two games, we buy three games year over year. We're smart about it. We're smart about it. Well, you guys, in order to play on your box, you have to buy the game. While us, we're getting on Game Pass. Woof. Yeah. Have fun. Keep buying your games. Keep buying. Mr. JK123 selling drugs. What do you mean by that? It's because these dudes get zero wins in life, so they need to attach themselves to the PS5 to feel like to get a W. I don't know what the W is. For me personally, my win is this. This is my win. This is my big old win right here. This is the Crazy Louis win right here. This right here. This beautiful thing that I hold in my hand is the win for me, and that is it has to have money. Safo, you like oysters? Oh, Safo, 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 Safo. We still fund Game Pass. 100% where you are giving, we still fund it. Safo, if we ever meet in real life, no joke, if we ever meet in real life, Safo, we ever meet in real life, we gotta go eat oysters because I love oysters too. No joke. I can eat oysters for hours. We gotta go oyster eating one day. Seriously, Safo, my treat. We can eat all the oysters we want. And even though the missus like the oysters though, but she doesn't eat as much though. But man, I love to eat oysters. Ooh, seafood is one of my favorite things, man. Oof. Last concepts are the only mention that matters. Yeah, for them. That's the only mention that matters because they don't have anything else. They don't have any more to slander around about. They don't. Besides, the only thing they have to slander around is that if there's that bad Xbox news out there, which these media sites keep on pumping. I had half a gallon left. Oh Lord, Safo, let's go. Safo, my treat, Safo, my treat. We're gonna eat a lot of oysters one day if we do meet. We got Safo. We meet. We gotta go eat oysters. Punish probably only listen to Taylor Swift. Oh Lord. I'll be right back. Chat, let me go tinkle real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Chat, hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Fix fired oysters. What? Po' boy is fired. I live on an island in the Atlantic Ocean, Louis. I live in seafood land. I do too. I live in Dominican Republic. So this is an island full of seafood. But I gotta tell you something though. In the States, like the lobster, like the lobster in the States tastes way more better than the Caribbean lobster. The Caribbean lobster is good, but not as good as the States. And also the crab, man. That crab from the States is and the oysters, man. Oh, don't get me going. Woo! Let me go deep. Tempo. right, I'm back. Sorry about that, chat, but as you get older. What do you mean that voices you bad, man? They're so good. What's first Xbox 720, third party hardware, and more? Cannot wait for the next Xbox, man. That's something I'm waiting for next year. I hope they announce it so we can get talking about next gen hardware. Because, like I said before, and I'll say this again, this gen for me it's been over for a while. It's been over for a while, even though they have not, they have not fully used the console hardware in it. I can't wait for next year. Can't wait for next gen. I mean, you can tell Louis isn't a PC gamer because he's using the bathroom instead of peeing in his empty. Bro, why would I? Here's the thing, though, right? Like I said, though, look, number one, Saf was in the chat, so that would be totally disrespectful if I'm here live and just peeing right in front of Safo. No, I gotta respect Safo. Safo's in the chat, and any of the ladies that come around here, and you don't want to see a man, grown ass man on a computer be like, no, I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see that. No. I mean, that's really disrespectful. I mean, that's why you got a bathroom. Go to your bathroom. Yeah. What kind of question is that? Seriously, what kind of question is that, though? Just what kind of question is that? Xbox codename Magnus. Yes, Magnus is going to be a beast, man. I cannot wait for that beast to come out and show its power. But the thing is, and here's the thing, and this is what gets me, Chad. Now, and I'm speaking out the truth about this one. Is power the key, though? Because even though we get all this power, are we going to finally get games to run 4K native 60 on these boxes? That is the true, honest question we got to ask ourselves. Are finally the devs going to go out there and get these games 4K 60? Because these boxes have the power to do it. But are they doing it? No. So probably by next gen, I hope we actually do get the 4K native 60. I don't care about ray tracing, all that stuff, because I know Xbox did an announcement yesterday with the 8000 series, blah blah blah. We're adding this to this and that and that. We're gonna get a full ray trace. I don't remember what it's called. Let me go look for that news. Let me go get that news real quick. Let's talk a little bit about that one because tomorrow we're gonna talk Game Awards and Terminator game. Xbox news. Let me go see if I can find some news on Xbox. Oh, here it is. Okay, found it. So, here we go. And basically, I know Rach is going to say something about this because Rach is like me. We're tired of reading all this stuff. And it's cool, but at the end of the day, though, it's like, okay, cool. We want 4K native. Future Xbox consoles may feature AMD's FSR Ray regeneration, a breakthrough that could supercharge graphics performance. And next-gen visual claims Xbox Map Booty. Ray tracing isn't enough. Microsoft only wants the Xbox hardware to master ray generation. Microsoft is continuing its partnership with AMD by working together on the new tech, which first debuted on Call of Duty Black Ops 7. As AMD rolls out a new driver for FSR Redstone, a collection of machine learning technologies to improve frame rates and ray tracing performance on PC. Microsoft president of game content and studios Matt Booty shared that part of Microsoft's ongoing collaboration and AMD includes co-development regeneration. In a video did on Wednesday, Booty showed up to talk about Microsoft's role in partnerships, noting that the recently launched Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is the first game to use ray regeneration and now supports FSR frame generation for any players using AMD's 9000 series graphic cards. We've been working very closely with AMD to co-develop FSR ray generation to achieve a material improvement in real-time ray tracing, Matt Booty says. Our work on FSR Redstone is just one example of what these partnerships is unlocking today, and our teams can't wait to share more of what collaboration with AMD will unlock in the future across games and our next generation hardware. And the Microsoft partnership for the next hardware Xbox console. Earlier in 2025, Xbox President Sarah announced that AMD and Microsoft have a multi-year partnership to develop the next generation Xbox console hardware. This is quite a bit that isn't known, but Bond stated that the future Xbox hardware will support the existing library of Xbox Series X and S players are enjoying today. It's also quite interesting to see that Microsoft worked with AMD on ray regeneration. Ray tracing can be used to make games even more graphically impressive and even help developers save time in certain scenarios. That said, it can be extremely difficult for some hardware to run, so any improvements in performance can aid ray tracing without sacrificing overall image quality that are what we're keeping an eye on. So listen, I saw this news yesterday and I said you can add your FSRs, your ray tracing, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, though, what I care for is give me my 4K native 60. And then you can add all your FSRs, your ray regenerations. You can add anything you guys want, but give me my native 4K 60. That's all I want. That's it. Nothing else. Because to be honest, though, with all that stuff, I've seen games look really good, of course. So, yeah, cool. I'm happy they're doing that. But at the end of the day, though, all I care is about the 4K 60. Let me see. I grew up in an island Pacific Northwest and don't care for seafood, despite being able to harvest clams, oysters, and Dungeness crabs whenever I want. You need power or else Digital Foundry will make it hit pieces on games running on Xbox if they drop one frame or have a pixelated shadow in the distance at 400x zoom. Yep. Oh, the zoom, the thick ass picture glasses. That's what I call them. Thick ass picture glasses. You gotta wear them thick ass glasses in order to see what the power of the picture does. Well, chat, guess what? Listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. Chat. I got things I gotta do. I gotta get gifts. I gotta get presents. I gotta do things along the way. I do, my chat. I gotta do things, chat. I gotta do things. I got to. Mrs. Birthday's today. And chat, remember, tonight is Game Awards. The guys of XBI will be here. I have a very slim chance that I could probably be on. But if not, give them support, show them love. Because those guys are going to sit and watch the Game Awards. And of course, go ahead, chat. Give them the love and support they deserve. Give it to them. What's everyone's PS wrap up looking like? I use my PS for 39 hours. Well, mine probably is an hour long, or two tops. Because my wrap up is not going to be that good. That's why I haven't even turned it. Let's go see, though. Let me see. Let me go see mine, though, real quick. Let me go see mine. What's my. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got to sign in? Fuck. I don't even know my password. Uh oh. I don't even. It's been a while since I used my. I know I changed the other day, but I don't remember what my password is though. Yeah. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. Never mind. I won't check it out, but mine probably was an hour though, because I did not use my PS5 this year. My PS5 was on to a side. That's it. And if I did use it to play Death Stranding though, it would have been probably bigger. CD Mad Max 767 says I use my PS for 1,000 hour plus. Really? How do you guys have the time to put 1,000 hours in gaming? I can't do that though. I think my longest gaming sessions per year is like 700, 800 hours. I gotta check mine this year, but I think it's between as I get older though. I mean, the base PS5 version is better than what I heard. Still waiting on the Xbox wrap up. Yeah, it's gonna come out soon, guys. No rush. I don't know why people are crazy about that the wrap up thing. I mean, if it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, it's cool. But yeah, like I say, each year though, like I seem like to put less hours into gaming because we do something, and I can't imagine the day I have a kid. How is that going to be like? It's probably going to be less and less and less and less and less and less and less. Let me see now. Sorry about that, chat. I'm just answering messages. But chat, like always, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. Let's see what you've all been playing, chat. I finished Dave the Diver, and I was really depressed when I finished Dave the Diver. I was sad though. I even got the DLC to I even got that $6 DLC with guys from Yakuza, and to be honest, it was fun. It was fun, but I finished it too. I'm depressed, Chad. I finished that so quick. I'm so sad, Chad. I'm so sad. How much? Let me see how much time I put in Dave the Diver, and I still have not opened up the whole restaurant section. But like to achieve like the restaurant goal thing, I still have not gotten to the max level. But let me see how much time I put into that game though, because it took me to finish Dave the Diver. It took me. Let me see achievements. Here we go. Dave the Diver. 2 days, 1 hour, and 17 minutes. PS6 have no PC. So it took me 2 days, 1 hour to finish the game. So that's 50 hours of the game or 51 hours into the game. Let me see now, 24, 48. Yeah, close to 50 hours. Yeah, 50 hours to finish the game. Now I'm just gonna go through it, trying to get the max level on the restaurant. But yeah, I finished it, chat. I finished it. Great game. Highly recommend it. $20. If you guys want to get it for sale, get it for sale. Really recommend that game. Marvel Cosmic Invasion just got too much justice before I 100% it. Yeah, it's in Marvel Cosmic Adventure is not that hard. It's a simple, easy game, but it's a fun game. I love beat 'em ups. Love beat 'em ups. We went into the beat 'em up discussion the other day and had a blast talking about that. Yep, yep. Man, for 1,000 hours though, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I cannot. I 1,000 hours. Let me sit here and do some math real quick. 1,000 hours into gaming divided by 24. That's 41 days of gaming. Wow, that's crazy. I could probably do 700 divided by 24. Mine's got to be 30 days of gaming because, like I said, though, as you get older, phew, time just flies by, man. It's crazy. Sometimes I even lasted a week without playing games. It's insane. Wow, 1,000 hours. I'm glad you had found the time to play games like that. During pandemic, though, I really put pumped up because I just didn't have nothing to do and I had time to game. But when you as you get older, man, you got dinners, birthdays, hanging out with people. Oof, it's just so much stuff. So much stuff. Work. Ha! My God, work. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for your memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I seriously do, chat. You guys are amazing. And man, we had a good conversation today, even though it was a little bit, out of place this morning because man, it's just been a busy morning for me. My head keeps on spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning for all the stuff I have been doing. Ah, about 2.75 hours a day every day of the year. Oh, that's good. As you can game 2.75 hours. I game like 4 hours tops during the week. 2 to 4 hours. That's my tops. It depends. During the week and the weekend, sometimes I game, sometimes I don't. It all depends. But chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful and do mean a beautiful and awesome Thursday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET with Sablo the Big Pool Man, Silent Cypher, if we do come back on this very same YouTube channel. I have not checked it out. Check it out later, Danny Rubin. I have not seen it. I won't play it on here because as soon as the YouTube sees a Superman signal here, I get a copyright strike, so I'm not doing it. And if they invite me to the door on Friday, XPI en Español with Elvis Elicita Metal Berserker at 7 p.m. ET. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Lou Gaming. When I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Chat, just remember tonight here on XPI is the Game Awards. Tune in, see the guys. I might slip in. Let's hope so. Have a beautiful Thursday and have fun with the Game Awards. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.